¿Qué tal, gente? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a esta edición especial de su programa Prime Time. Les agradecemos enormemente por la sintonía que nos han estado prestando durante todas estas semanas, cada sábado, en el programa, en las distintas plataformas, en nuestras redes sociales. El día de hoy tenemos preparado una sorpresa muy especial para todos ustedes, quienes nos han estado acompañando. En esta ocasión tenemos a una persona muy conocida por muchos de ustedes, que también tiene muchos fanáticos por estas tierras. Él es DJ y productor de música. Él es, sin más, no necesita introducción, es DJ Matduke, para quien pido un aplauso.
Gracias.
Matduke, how are you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Nos acompaña Tuco en esta ocasión, que nos va a ayudar con la interpretación del inglés, ya que este servidor no se maneja mucho en inglés, así que pues, igualmente vamos a estar haciendo las preguntas a Matthew en inglés para su comodidad, y nosotros se las vamos a estar traduciendo. Van a aparecer los subtítulos en la parte de abajo del video. Bien.
Hola a todos.
So guys, let's get ready. Okay. Matthew, first of all, how are you doing? How is your life?
Well, thank you, man. I'm good. I've been working on a lot of music, so that makes me very happy. I've been working also. I'm a pharmacist. Is my main job, where I make where I kind of need to get a little bit. Yeah. I have
Wow.
my real job, and I try to not do too many hours, so I have a lot of time for music. But I go and work a little bit, so I do that. The COVID, well, for me, I'm an introvert, so pretty much I'm very good on my own. Like I work on my computer, I make music, so I'm very comfortable to be alone at home. I do jogging outside. I run every day, so I always like. To be honest, for me, COVID has not been too bad. I haven't lost any family member or any friends to COVID. Personally, I don't think I know anyone who got COVID in my life, so I'm very grateful for that. It sucks because I like to travel. I like to go. I like to go to New York City sometimes. Like it's very close to here, so it sucks to not be able to go anywhere. But it's okay. I get more time to work on music and work at the pharmacy and stuff like that. So yeah, just I'm chilling pretty much.
I have a follow-up question. How tight was the quarantine or the lockdowns in the place where you live?
Yeah, I live in Montreal, Canada, which is the French, pretty much the biggest French city in Canada. And the lockdown was pretty much like, I don't know, you could go out to take walks or run. The grocery store, you can go to the grocery store, but like there's a line outside. You need to wear a mask. Like, I don't know. It's just everything takes a bit more time wherever you want to go. Of course, like going out to the restaurant, it's not the same. Like if you want to go eat a meal with your girlfriend, everyone has a like big head helmet and mask, and there's like plexiglass everywhere. It's super weird. It's really annoying. So we've been making food at home, and we've been like cozy, watching TV, relaxing at home, you know. Like it's just we normally go out a lot. My girlfriend and I were always eating out at the restaurant, and with COVID, I mean, we just don't do that anymore. So but it's not that bad. I mean, we have a good time. Yeah, here we have a second wave. It just started last week, so we've just started a new 28 days 28 days lockdown, so to try and beat the second wave. So but for me, like I work at the pharmacy, and so people come to the pharmacy, and I wash my hands all the time, and I wear a mask, and I just pray that I don't get it. But yeah, I kind of, like it's a place where sick people go, so we can get clients.
Another day in the office.
Yes, business as usual. Exactly.
Matduke, how did you come with the name Matduke?
It's a pretty I don't know how old you are, but in PC gaming, do you remember the game Duke Nukem 3D?
Yes.
Yeah,
well, that's it.
yes.
My name is Matthew, and Duke Nukem was my favorite character.
Oh,
Nice
So
game.
I think I was 7 years old.
It's like a really early nickname, like game time.
Yeah, it was my nickname on ICQ, MSN Messenger, Gmail. I have matduke@gmail.com. I just never changed my name because I don't know. I never found the name that was like that I liked more. But I don't even like the name Matduke that much. But like, it's me. It has always been me. So it is what it is.
Did you find any other Matdukes around?
Not really. There is a weird thing, like there's a motorcycle channel on YouTube called Matduke MDK. It's a friend. They come from France, and I don't know what they do, but I don't like it because it's a very unique name. So I want to keep it.
okay.
There is a drum and bass producer that is called Matduke, Maduk, and he's a very good drum and bass producer. But yeah, it's
But it's
fine.
Matduke.
Yeah, no, it's not the same.
Okay.
You told us that your main job was in the pharmacist, and your second job or your hobby, if I can call it like that, it's the music career. So how did you started with this? How did your music career started?
Well, I've been a pharmacist for 5 years now, and I finished school 5 years ago. But I've been a music producer for maybe 16 years. So the music has been like a much bigger part of my life, and it's really my main passion. So pharmacist it's my job, it's how I pay the bills, and music does bring money too. So it's like I have two jobs. It's just I have one that gives me a guaranteed paycheck, like I work per hour, because like when at the pharmacy, if I do 1 hour, I get paid that much money. But with the music, you'd never know. Sometimes you get a check for $2,000, and then you don't get any money for a few months. So it's good to have two sources of income for me. But yeah, I would love to do music full time. It's just very, very hard. It's not an easy lifestyle. So it's good that I have two sources of income for sure.
Okay.
What?
But it's the job you like.
Well, I mean,
to do.
being a pharmacist is cool, but making music is amazing. Like, it's really fun. Like, it's the best job in the world. So it's just hard to make money because, like, when you're a pharmacist, you sell drugs. Everyone wants drugs. But when you make music, nobody wants to pay for music. So it's different, There's less money in music. But there is some, and it's getting better. With streaming and Spotify, it's getting better. The music business, it's looking good.
Matduke, how do you did come across to Pump It Up?
Oh man, Pump It Up. I remember starting Pump It Up. I found a game. It was at the theme park. You know what a theme park is? Like roller coasters and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there was an arcade inside of the theme park, and they had Dance Dance Revolution and Pump It Up. That was when I was, I think, 14 or 15 years old. So that's over 15 years ago. It was probably the third mix of Pump It Up, I think. There were people would play Beethoven Virus all the time, pretty much. That was the only song that people would play. Yeah.
Please tell me.
And do the spin?
Yeah, they did the spin, like the turnaround, because there's like
of course.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
dude.
Yeah. It was amazing, dude. But I played mostly when I was 15. The Dance Dance Revolution changed my life pretty much. Like, because Pump It Up was really hard
Okay.
to get. There was one machine, but DDR, you could buy like a pad, you know, the plastic pad.
Mhm.
So, and there were
Yeah.
more arcades with DDR. Like DDR was more accessible, like available in Montreal than Pump It Up. So Pump It Up, it was an amazing game, and I would play every chance I could. But I played a lot of DDR. Like I had the game at home, and I played nonstop. And then when In the Groove came out, I played that a lot. I beat all the songs on In the Groove, like Pandemonium, Summer, Vertex 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got like a 93% on Summer, I think. That was back then it
Wow.
was good. It was before the patch where they made the timing easier, and then people started getting quads on everything. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember that patch. I think it was called R22 or something.
That everybody pop off with that and start to get like better and better and start to get like better scores all around.
Yeah, because the timing, the In the Groove thing, it's the timing window was like very small for Fantastic, and the songs were not perfectly on beat. You know, like the charts, like they were not
Yeah.
perfect, so it was really hard to get quads on some stuff. So when they released that patch, it changed everything. But yeah, Pump It Up is so different. I always found it fascinating that the timing window on Pump It Up is so loose. Like getting it perfect is much easier, and it's fun, but like it's different. What do you guys think? Do you think it's better that it's an easier window?
It's an easier window, but if you turn on the DJ difficulty, it's turned harder than
Okay.
DDR.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
That came with
Yeah.
the latest versions that had this rank mode on Pump It Up. So you can get,
cool.
like Manny said, you can get like this VJ kind of judgment. So the timing window gets really small.
That's really good for competitive play, I guess. But the charts are so freaking hard too. Like that's the thing. Like just passing the songs
Yeah.
is crazy.
Do you see the last? I'm asking for the indestructible.
Oh,
Indestructible Club Night. Do you see that?
well, I've watched the I don't know if they released new charts, but yeah, I did watch Indestructible and Club Night. I think Club Night single is what, a S21 or something like that.
It's 22.
S22. And the one that I find crazy is the co-op X2 thing for Club Night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They go up.
I was watching Fefems, I think, play like solo this chart. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
That chart have a little trick to play that in solo. It's equal like double 25.
Yeah, which is insane, right? What is the
Insane.
highest double difficulty? 27? D27?
28.
Oh shit. About Pump It Up, yeah. However, how did I come across Pump It Up? Like, that's a double question, because there's the question about like how did I find the game, but how I got my music on the game is because when my song Rock the House came out on Monster Cat in 2011, Jefferson from the Philippines
Mhm.
loved that song. Him and Dax, I think is his name, Alvin. And yeah, these two guys, they came to me and they said, we want this song on Pump It Up. And they got me in touch with Changi San, and it happened. So it was really cool. It's because of Philippine players that I've never met in
Oh.
person. But yeah, they loved the song so much. And yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Nice. I don't know that.
There are so many communities of Pump It Up, like Chile, Mexico, Philippines, Indonesia, Korea, of course. But it's amazing how like it's huge, man. I love it. It's amazing that a game.
Nice.
I could feel when I was playing DDR, we had a big community, and it was amazing too. So I love dancing games, like, and yeah, I'm so freaking happy to be to have music on there, man. It's like a dream come true for me. It's crazy because I was playing these games before I was even producing music. So I don't know. It's crazy to have music there now.
You have done songs for Pump It Up. Have you done any songs or collabs, works in general for other rhythm games?
Yeah, actually, I did. But yeah, well, there's a song. You know the game Re-Rave by Kyle Ward.
Yeah.
You remember that game?
See,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got in touch with. I don't remember how it happened. I think I contacted him directly. I'm not sure. But yeah, I got my song Black Magic. That was like a boss song on that game, and Break It.
Yeah.
Two of my older songs. So that was really cool. I think I have Blood Lip on a game called Neon FM, and I think that's it. I don't think there's any other game that I have music on, but maybe I'm wrong. There's a Pump It Up like Infinity, but that's kind of same as that's part of Pump It Up, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to have one of your songs in another game? Like, which game would you like to have one of your songs in?
I find it. I wish I had more music on Osu, because it's very big. But for some reason, I'm not very lucky with people like mappers. I think you would call them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They're not making maps.
Yeah.
Well, or there have been maps of my songs on Osu, but they did not become popular maps. You know.
Yeah.
So like none of the famous mapper made maps for my music. And I have so much music, and like all my music is like kind of good for music games. So I hope I get more songs there. Beat Saber is freaking sweet too.
Oh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with Pump It Up. Pump It Up is the best, you know. It's like freaking awesome. So, but yeah, I'll
Pump It
take
Up, you
any
have
game.
a lot of fans.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. Oh, there's also Step Maniacs. Step Maniacs, the new game by Kyle Ward.
Oh yeah.
So
Really?
that's I would love to have music on that game too, for sure. Like exposure and finding new fans, that's amazing. Like as a music producer, the best thing is to when people like your music, it feels good, you know? It's a good feeling.
No. Okay. Talking about making music, what is the hardest part for making music? What do you think about it?
Hey, that's a good question. The hardest part about making music, it depends, because it changes all the time. It depends on one song to the other. Sometimes it's ideas. For a lot of people, the hardest part is to finish music. Because like a lot of people,
Yeah.
they get a program and they start to learn to do a few things. And then they become pretty good at doing a few things. But when it comes to finish the song, like introduction, breakdown, drop, outro, like making a full song, people become like, I don't know, they don't have enough ideas, or they take the idea that is
okay.
good, but then they fuck up the rest. Like the rest will be bad or something. Like it's just hard to make a final finish quality product. So at the end you need to do the mix down that we call. So for example, the mix down is where you get the volumes of every sound right. So for example, sometimes a song will have a kick drum is too loud or not loud enough, and or the bass is too loud, or like so in the end it's just very hard to get a finished product that is, I wouldn't say perfect, because nothing is perfect. Like some things are almost perfect, but perfection is like a bad goal. That's also another thing. Sometimes people will not be able to finish a song because it's never perfect, but at some point you need to let it go and like you need to put it online and never touch it again, you know? Once it's done, and that's really hard for some people.
Oh, okay.
Some projects, they become like, I've made some songs in one day and they were finished.
Oh, really?
And some songs, yeah, sometimes
One
it
day?
goes,
Wow.
yeah, if you're very inspired, the song, you just like if the ideas come and the song comes together very fast, it's amazing. But sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you have an amazing idea, and then you go to bed, and the next day you come back to the project, and you're like, nothing works. I don't know. You get blocked. Like it's very challenging. Seriously, like because
the block of the artist.
yeah, well, you have unlimited options when you make a song. You can do anything, but it has to be good. So it's very it's challenging.
What's like your inspiration? What do you use for your ideas, or where is, I don't know, how did Rock the House, how did Club Night was made of? Where'd that come from?
Well, Rock the House, actually, when I was 16 years old, I went to a rave here in Montreal, like a rave party with like glow sticks and DJ and 500 people all in a small room dancing. And
I miss that.
Yep.
I miss that really much.
Yeah, me too, man. And it was the first rave I went to, like I became addicted to EDM. Like before the word EDM existed, like it was trance, techno, drum and bass, gabber, hardcore. And I found about a producer that is called Scott Brown. Yeah, he makes like the song Elysium, like.
Oh, okay. I know that song.
Like a lot of old school happy hardcore and like and yeah, so I found out about this music that is like 170 BPM and very melodic and nice melodies with video game feelings, like nostalgic video game melodies. Kind of reminds you of like Metroid and like Nintendo games, but like with electronic sounds. Like it was like trance music, but faster and more energy. And I don't know, I already liked trance a lot. I was listening to trance on di.fm. I don't know if you know that radio online, digitally imported. Anyway, it was big like a long time ago, and I was listening to trance a lot. But when I found happy hardcore and freeform, that changed my life, man. So I decided to try and produce that music myself. And it was really hard at first. It took me years, like several years, to like start to understand how to make it, because I had nobody to help me, pretty much. Nobody taught me how to make music. Like I learned on my own, like just making bad music, a lot of bad music. Like I've made a lot of very bad things, and yeah, I don't know why, but I never gave up. Like I would send my things to my friends, and they would be like, "Ugh, that's awful, man." Seriously, like it was really hard because everyone was telling me that this is bad, and I kept trying. And you know what? Even Rock the House, when I made Rock the House, I think it was 10 years ago now. Maybe more.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, it was yeah. My friends didn't like Rock the House, and so I thought it was bad, you know. And then I send it to Monster Cat, and they take it, and then Pump It Up takes it, and I'm like, well, maybe Rock the House is a good song. Like I don't know. It's so subjective, man. Like
the people love that track.
I know, man, and it's so amazing to me. Like yeah, so it's crazy. Like you can send your music. Like for example, my parents, my mom and my dad, they hate my music. They don't understand.
God.
that's a very like one of the biggest thing as a music producer is to like you need to be okay with not everybody liking your music. So some like you need to be fine with people not like. So for example, if you're at work and you tell your someone like a friend, "Hey, do you want to hear something I made?" and they tell you like, "Ugh, I hate it." You got to be fine with that. You need to like nope, it's impossible to make music for everybody. And it's for a lot of people it's hard. Like it's very hard to like for the rejection, you know? It's a big thing as a music producer.
Talking about music and music you produce in Pump It Up, I want to ask about enhanced reality. What happened with that song? It and Amiro remove it from the playlist, or what happened with the song?
To be perfectly honest, I have no idea.
Okay.
Oh.
No idea.
They removed it. Yeah, they just I don't know. I wish it was there. But I think it's maybe politics because it was first on Infinity. I don't know, but someone told me that there is some Infinity music on the new version.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
I know, man.
Maybe,
the song was...
but a lot of players missed that track. I can tell that.
Yeah, it really sucks, man. Because I had 3 songs, right? I had Rock the House, Enhanced Reality, and Indestructible, and Club Night now, 4 songs.
Yeah.
So
I think there was a 5th
one, Disco Dancer in Infinity.
That was only on Infinity, right?
Yeah, that was only on Infinity.
Right.
They have my permission to use the song, but they never said to me that they were removing Enhanced Reality. They just did it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
Oh.
Because if they asked me, I would have said, please keep it.
Yeah,
of course.
It was really fun. Like,
please.
For me, like as a player, the doubles chart, it was a really creative chart, and alongside with the music, it was a really cool song to play.
I could ask Mr. Chinese Sun why they removed it, but I don't know. I didn't bother because I don't know what would I do with the answer. Maybe he's gonna say, well, no, but not enough people played it, or I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We have talked about how the inspiration come. We have talked about how long it takes, like a day, as you said, maybe longer. But how do you prepare, or it's just like spontaneous?
It depends a lot, but normally, I don't know. There's a lot of improvisation. Like at the beginning of the project, I'm gonna find like some samples from sample packs, like Vengeance or stuff like that, and I'm gonna start putting like samples and a bass line, and I'm gonna take a kick drum. I'm just gonna put a couple of ingredients. It's like cooking. Like you take a few ingredients together, and also you need to kind of like there are a few rules to music, you know. So like introduction, breakdown, drop, breakdown, outro. So you take a few sounds, and the sounds that they give you inspiration. So you write the melody, and like the melody will inspire you. So it's like you just put, I don't know, it's weird, but it takes a lot of experience. Like I've been listening to electronic music for a long time. So and I like a lot of different things, you know. I love and I only listen to electronic music. So I never listen to rock or metal almost or rap. I only listen to EDM. So and it's not because like I do like other music. Like sometimes I will listen to Snoop Dogg and like old music from high school, but like mostly I'm a electronic music junkie, you know. I love it. So you just take inspiration from all the music that you hear. So sometimes I'm gonna listen to something on my Spotify, on my new release radar, like the new playlist, new music, and I'm gonna hear like the first song, and I'm gonna be, oh, that's okay, that's good, and then I'm gonna hear a song, and I'm gonna be like, holy shit, like this song is insane. And then the next time I sit on my computer and I start working on a new song, I'm gonna take everything that I've heard and just like it's gonna give me ideas and inspiration. So listening to a lot of music is very important. But like even if you take ideas from other people, when you make your own song, it's always gonna be different. Like, for example, Rock the House was inspired by like freeform music from a lot of producers from the United Kingdom, but it's different. Like even if I am inspired by them, my music sounds different. Like Club Night, for example, was inspired by Camellia, the producer.
Nice.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound like Camellia, but I discovered Camellia like maybe 4 years ago.
Okay.
And like it's pretty much like when I went to school, I stopped making music almost completely for like 4 years. And when I heard Camellia, I was in the car, and it's Spotify that showed me a song randomly. I think it was I forget which song was the first one that I heard. I think it was Delta for the Delta or something like that. And I was like, holy fuck, like, because I think I started producing music again because of Camellia, because he's too crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it really gave me motivation and inspiration. Like I took a lot of inspiration, but like he has a very different style. I don't think I will ever be able to copy Camellia. Like I have my own style, but he was a very big inspiration. Like I like crazy producers like that. Like it's very inspiring. Like a lot of electronic music is kind of boring, like very repetitive and like, so yeah, it's fun to find like crazy producers that break all the rules, that's really fun.
Do you hear lovely Usao?
Yeah, dude, he's insane. I love it. I love his stuff.
Love it too.
Yeah. The DDR has crazy music. Yeah, man. The Usao is insane. Sound Voltex, like the Japanese producers, they have a crazy community, man.
That's a good game.
A lot of the Manny music, it's like really good from all across all the games that
Yeah,
Manny
well,
has.
the Bimani games pretty much made me become a producer. Like, if I didn't play so much DDR when I was like in high school, like, I don't know. I don't think I would have fallen in love with music as much, Like, I don't know. DDR made me really love music, and yeah, eventually, DDR and raving made me become a producer. Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
I think most
man.
of the people that play like DDR, Pump It Up, they actually became a lot of like techno music, electronic music fans because of the game.
Yeah, me too. I was listening to that stuff all the time, man. Like all the music, Naoki, like all Max, and I was listening to Max Unlimited, like on my headphones all the time. I love that shit, like Max 300 and like Legend of Max. I would listen to these songs all the time, and I would listen to like Captain Jack, The Race, and like all these songs from DDR. Like,
Are you ready?
Yeah.
dude, I was listening all the time. End of Century and Before You, Brilliant to You. I was listening to that music all the time, so that inspired me a lot. I think like it's part of my I don't know what's the word, like héritage. Like it's I don't know how you say that word.
Like yeah, in Spanish is herencia. It's like your-
Background, I guess.
Yeah. Like your
Yeah,
background.
I think the bigger your background is, the more interesting your music is gonna be. Like, yeah, I think so. That's
Oh,
why
okay.
like sometimes you find like a producer who is very talented, like very young producers, like 15, 16 years old, and they are very, very good. And but sometimes they have no background. So
Yeah.
that that's hard, but like again, it's not always like that. Like some very young producers, they don't even need background and they're amazing. Like Porter Robinson, like this guy, he's like a fucking genius, and
Hmm.
he was very young, but he's also a big fan of DDR, interestingly.
Matt, excuse me, Matt. We see you in many places in social media. Do you like to travel a lot? Uh, Tell us about that.
Well, I've been traveling a lot indeed. It's one of my biggest passion. Like when I was I've been with the same girl for I've been with my girlfriend since I am for 17 years. So
Wow.
yeah, we've been a
Nice.
couple for a very long time. Yeah, I was 15 when we started going out, and I'm 32 now. And
Wow.
when we were 20 years old, we were working like
Mhm.
a full-time job. Because I dropped school when I was 17. I
Mhm.
was because I
Okay.
and I became a pharmacist later because I went back to university a couple of years. But I took a big break and I was working a lot. I had a job working for a video game from home. I was doing customer support for a MMORPG game called Runes of Magic, and
Mhm.
I was working like all the time. And we saved up a lot of money because we spent very little money and we were working a lot. And when I was 20 years old, my friend went to Thailand. Uh, and I actually lost my job. Like, I got fired, and my girlfriend too. Because, not because we were bad employees, but because they lost the client, the company, they lost
Oh,
business.
okay.
So we had to lose our
Okay.
job. So, and we had like maybe $6,000 in our bank account together, my girlfriend and I, which is not that much money, but it's 6,000. So we bought tickets to Thailand, and we spent 2 months in Thailand, and
Whoa.
we fell in love with traveling. And when we came back, we started working again. And the next year, we've been to Guatemala,
Yeah.
and there we learned Spanish and we traveled all around. So for a while, every year we would travel. We would work, and then travel. Um, and so we went to Guatemala and Honduras, Nicaragua,
Mhm.
and a bunch of countries in Asia as well, like Thailand, Singapore, uh, Vietnam. So we love traveling together, and we love discovering new food and trying to learn language.
Okay.
So we took a little bit of class of Spanish, and I was actually this year I went back to South America, and I was planning
Okay.
to go to Colombia, um, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
but we got robbed in our hotel room. We had laptops, and they stole our laptops from our room.
Oh
Man, that
And
sucks.
then,
man.
yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. We have insurance, so the insurance they paid us for the laptops back.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I was in Ecuador when it happened, and I was just about to go to Peru. And when we lost the laptops, we were like, "Oh man, this sucks. Let's go home." And we decided to cancel the trip because it was very annoying. Like to get robbed in your
Mm.
room, it felt like, I don't know. It
Yeah.
was frustrating, and we were tired. Also, it was a big trip, 3 months, and it was very
Okay.
difficult because we had a very tight budget, like
Mhm.
about $50 per day. So it's
Okay.
not much money to travel in these countries, and so we
Okay.
decided to go back home. and then COVID started. It was in March,
Oh,
so we were very lucky to come back in time, because otherwise we would be stuck in Peru.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Oh.
people were stuck in Peru for a long time. But yeah, I really love South America. It's so amazing. I hope to visit Chile one day for sure, and Bolivia. Yeah,
hey!
that would be amazing.
We'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be waiting. We can get you. We can get
My
you
dream is
something-
to go everywhere. To be honest, I want to go all around the world. But yeah, it's expensive. It's getting more and more expensive. When I went in Thailand, it was very cheap, like the first time,
Mhm.
and now everything is getting expensive because websites like Booking.com and stuff like that, traveling is becoming very popular,
Mhm.
and the prices are going up very fast. So, but
Mm.
maybe I stay in your house. That would be cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. I will guess everybody would love to have Matduke in her place.
Oh, but I'm a very boring guy in real life.
John lives in Santiago, in the capital.
Okay.
And I live in the coast, in the beach, in
Oh.
Viña del Mar.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Where Manny
Do you
lives,
like
it's
the beach?
amazing.
And you have Pump It Up there?
Yeah.
Dude, beach and Pump It Up. That's amazing. That's very cool, man.
Imagine that's a dream.
Very, very cool.
That's the
A
dream.
dream.
Yeah. But if you
Okay.
Matt, like picture this: if like lockdown, COVID, everything stopped like right away, what will you say it's the first place you want to travel to when this ends?
Oh, we've been talking about, actually, funny enough, that we're talking about Pump It Up, but I want to go to South Korea a lot, because I've been to Japan,
Mhm.
and I've been to Hong Kong, but I've never been to South Korea. It looks like an amazing place. Yeah, so I would love to go there. And other than that, yeah, whenever we can, we're gonna go continue our trip in South America. So I want to go see Machu Picchu, and then come down and do every country all the way to Argentina. Like, yeah, we want to go everywhere, but it's just gotta work.
Yeah.
It's hard to make the time,
Okay.
and life is expensive. But yeah, we try to
Yeah.
travel as much as possible.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. In the social media, the people, the fans, are talking a lot with you. Has been a communication with the fans.
Well, not that much, but yes. I've got like messages from Russian Pump It Up players that
Okay.
just send me a message and say like, "Hey man, I love your music," and I'm like, "Thank you." And then people from Chile, Mexico, Philippines, Indonesia. Yeah, I do get hit up on Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, a lot of people from different communities. It's amazing. Like, it's crazy that so many people love dancing games. Like, that makes me really happy, because dancing games changed my life. So it's really cool that, like, even today, like, something that I was scared of when I was younger is I was scared that dancing games would die. Like,
Oh.
because I loved it so much, you know? And I was like, I wonder if, like, in 10 years, nobody will care and the kids will move on, you know?
Oh,
Mhm.
And when I saw games, like, you know, on the mobile phones, well, do you guys remember Guitar Hero when
Yes.
that came out?
oh, yeah.
I mean,
That-
Guitar Hero is great and all, okay? I didn't play much. It's a good game, but for me it pissed me off because I was a big fan of the Asian, like, DDR Pump It Up, like the and for me that I was a big fan of these games, and then Guitar Hero comes and everyone loves it and everyone starts playing games, you know, music games. But I was
Yeah.
like, guys,
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
best one is the Japanese one or the Korean ones. Like, you guys come play DDR. Fuck Guitar Hero. They already have Guitar Freaks.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I want to say. It's like Konami had like Guitar Freaks and Drum Mania.
Drum Mania.
Now it's
Yes.
like all together. It's called Guitadora, I think.
Okay, I was a big fan also of Beatmania. I was playing IDX, 2DX. I
Yeah.
played so much of that game. I had the controller and everything.
Really?
So yeah,
Like at your
I
place?
yeah, but I had the cheap one, like the
Okay.
KOC, I think they called Konami official controller. It was like maybe less than $100. I'd never had the DJ DAO, the cool one, you know.
Okay.
had
Yeah, the one that you plug into the PS2, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
It was pretty. It was good. It was not great. It was not nearly as good as the arcade, but it was still a good experience.
Yeah.
And the music from that game, dude, like Quasar and Sync,
Oh God.
that music
yeah.
influenced me so much. Like, I still listen to this music to this day. Yeah, I love it.
I personally play a lot of Beatmania, like 2DX, and yeah, I can agree that the music is so good, really, really good.
Dude, it changed my life for sure. Like, definitely.
I don't play that. Don't play that game, but I listen a lot of that music, and it's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and now I think it became Sound Voltex. Like, pretty much all the Beatmania
Yeah.
Beatmania is becoming smaller and Sound Voltex is getting bigger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's cool.
When I went to GDQ, they had like an arcade room, and yeah, they had like the DDR cab on one side, and they had like they had like a Sound Voltex, they had a U-Beat, they had like a My. That's kind of looks like a washing machine. I always say
What is that? The
It's
washing
called-
machine?
it's called My.
Okay, because I know all the others, but Jubeat, I remember that, but I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's different for sure, but it's kind of fun. I played like once, just testing it, and it looks really fun.
There was also Pop and Music, but the music, I didn't like the music.
Mm.
Like, for Pop and Music. I bought the controller, the cheap one, the small controller,
Mhm.
but I never liked the music in Pop and Music. It was not for my taste. For me, it was all about Beatmania, 2DX, and DDR, and Pump, and In the Groove. But Pop and Music, I don't know. For some reason, the soundtrack, it was not for me.
Talking about all the video games that like we're discussing right now, all the rhythm games, but I wanted to jump to the other kind of video games, like consoles or PC. Do you play any video games at all?
Yeah, for sure. I play. I need to play less and make more music because playing games is so easy. Like, it's so easy to spend hours on games, but and it's so hard to make music. But so I need to be very disciplined because otherwise I would play games all day. Yeah, I really like role-playing games, so RPGs. I've played World of Warcraft a lot in my life, like on and off. Like, I come back every few expansions, and then I play like 12 hours a day for a few weeks, and then I stop. Yeah, I love that game. It's still good to this day. I still like it. Path of Exile, Diablo 2 and 3. I like. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm all about RPGs. I'm really bad at first-person shooters. I tried playing some Fortnite and some Warzone recently, but I'm awful. I'm so bad. Like, becoming good at first-person shooters takes a lot of time and dedication, and I didn't play enough Counter-Strike when I was younger, so now I'm shit at first-person shooters.
Yeah, that's true.
I like Hearthstone when I want to chill. I don't know if you know that game.
Yeah, the
Like
card game.
Card game.
The card game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really play card games. Like, my friends when I was younger, they played Magic the Gathering.
Oh.
I never
deep.
played that game. Yeah. I never played it. I played a little bit of Pokemon cards back then, but no. But Hearthstone is really fun. It's super chill.
And what would you say it's like your favorite game, like of all times, or like a handful of your favorite games?
For sure, I would say like the three games that pretty much forge Well, I mean, no. Oh man, it's a big one because like so many games.
It's a
All
hard
through my
question.
life. Yeah. Because all through my life, like I was like 3 years old and I was playing Super Mario Brothers 3, and I still play this game now to this day. Sometimes I pass the game. I speed run it, but I don't really speed run it, but I
Right.
pass the game in maybe like 2 hours. I like to play like at least once a year. I'm gonna play Metroid, um, Mario Brothers 1, 3, Super Mario World. But yeah, I would say Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, and DDR probably the ones that had the biggest impact on my life. And
Okay.
yeah, I still love those games. Yeah,
Nice.
I mean,
Okay.
and it's kind of sad because like I feel like I would have played so much Pump It Up if I had access to that game, but I had no access. Like there were emulators like Stepmania,
Mhm.
Okay.
but back then, and there were. Do you guys remember DWI? That was a DDR simulator before Stepmania.
Oh,
But yeah,
I just knew Stepmania
Oh,
in
oh.
my case.
yeah. And there was back in the day before Stepmania had the Pump It Up mode. There was Kick It Up. Do you guys know Kick It Up?
Oh,
That one I
yeah.
don't
I
know.
remember that.
That was the first
remember
Pump
that.
It Up simulator. And back then I would play Stepmania all the time, like on my keyboard. I would play all the time. And there was only Kick It Up to play Pump It Up. And it was really bad. It was a bad emulator. That was before Stepmania had the Pump It Up mode. So I played a lot of Stepmania, but I'm very sad because if I had access to Pump It Up, I would have played so much. Like I remember when we were in Thailand, my girlfriend and I, we went to arcade in Bangkok, and we would play Pump It Up every day for a week. Like we would go every day to the arcade and just play that. Like it was really amazing. But yeah, it's really hard to find a machine, sadly, in Montreal. The arcade owners are cheap, and yeah, they don't know good games. So yeah, I would love to have a machine one day, but I need to live in a bigger place. And it's too expensive. It's like $10,000. But I would love to get a machine one day.
For the last one, like the
Okay.
original one, the big one with all the lights and stuff, yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah, very expensive. Okay.
but I would love it. I could stream that on Twitch, like Happy Feets.
Yeah.
But yeah, bah,
Oh,
maybe one day.
that's
Maybe.
okay. Matt, we are in the finish line of this interview. I would like to thank you for joining us tonight.
Pleasure's all mine, man.
Any okay? Any words to the fans of South America, especially in Chile?
For sure, man. Well, I hope to meet you guys one day. Either you come here or I come to you. And yeah, I will. It would be amazing to actually visit the arcades if I'm ever around Chile. That would be cool. That would be a cool project. So I'll definitely hit you up. I know where to reach you. And yeah, I hope you guys keep dancing games alive and be part of the
Yeah.
community. And I mean, don't be scared if you want to be a musician and make music for the games. It's possible. Like I never thought I would have music on games. I'm not a musician. Like I don't know how to play any instrument, and I never was. Nobody taught me. I just love music, and I decided to make my own music, and I kept making music, and eventually I asked people. I talked to Changi-san, Kyle Ward, and I got music on their games. So if you want to be a musician, you can do it, and if you want to make your own music game, do it. It's possible, man. I'm not a programmer, but like I know a lot of guys who, like I remember like the guy who made In the Groove. He's the guy who made Stepmania at first, and then he made Re-Rave, and yeah, now he's making a new game called Step Maniacs, and it's like, I don't know, man. I just love the community of music games, and yeah, if you have a dream and you love music game, it can be a big part of your life forever. Like, I never thought music games would have still be in my life so many years after, and it's really amazing. Yeah, so
Okay.
keep it alive, guys.
Bueno, thank you very much for joining us tonight, Matt. I hope you have a lot of success in your future projects. And
You too.
bien, chicos, muchas gracias por haber visto esta entrevista, por asistir a este programa. Esperamos que verlos en una próxima edición. Y nada, agradecerle a Matduke por haber compartido con nosotros su tiempo y sus experiencias con nosotros. Agradecerle a Tuco por acá con la colaboración y la conducción. Tuco, ¿algunas palabras?
Nada, gracias a todos los que ven, gracias a ti, Manny, gracias a Matduke por su disposición, por su buena onda, y muchas gracias a ustedes que nos están viendo, que son los más importantes.
Nos despedimos entonces, que estén bien, chicos, nos vemos en otra oportunidad. Say bye, Matt.
Adiós.
Peace out, mucho gusto. Hasta luego.